Hello mates, my name is Risk and welcome to Love Sam. This is a game that I found on Steam and it's a horror game about a high school crush. Now, I think this is already setting up to be something pretty interesting, so I want to give it a look and see what's inside. So let's get friend zoned, I think. Okay, we started. What's that? Oh. Oh, this is my bedroom. What does it say over there? I gotta sit first. My dirty little secrets. That's gonna be a little juicy. Read on to move on. Okay. So is this, can I get off the chair? I can't. I wanted to look around the room a little bit, but I guess here we go with the story. Alright, let's read the dirty little diary. What? Oh. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. Am I like switching pages with my mouth or something? Because I can't think of any other way this is happening. Unless this is some sort of a syndrome. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start in keeping one. Why, you ask? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, overdramatic much. Knowing Brian Calmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Is that Brian? Man, he looks handsome. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years, no, 3 years have passed and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would be, say, if we saw me again? What would be, yeah, okay. Brian left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go on a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if was same for him too. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much Brian changes, I will always know it's him. But will Brian do the same for me? I know Brian liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's plausible he did forget about me, or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me now? Oh shit, an Ouija board. Yes, no. I can flip that. Also, did anybody else notice something weird with the lights as soon as we saw this page? Oh. Okay, I just clicked and it selected yes. Am I gonna find out? Is that what I'm gonna do here? There is a little heart next to the light. Not sure if that signifies anything. Aw, this fridge is empty like my heart. Wow. Yeah, I know how to read between the lines. What's up? I don't have a flashlight. In my own home. I can't see anything. Anyway, how do I... probably some automated light. Nothing too creepy. Okay. So what am I gonna do now? Considering I read the diary, like, where do we move on from here? I conclude, after a short investigation, that whatever I gotta do is probably back to the diary. So let's do that. Oh, wait a second. I have no new pages to look through. If you remember a second ago, before picking up the pencil, I did not have an option to go right. Over the arrow, there was an X. So let's go ahead and read. Who am I kidding? It's Brian we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memories of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget, cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him, enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rose and Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Calmer. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go, hey, and I would be like, hey. Nothing but hanging out after that, with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say, unknown? In my country, when unknown is usually could be the army, so you would like to pick it up even though you would maybe not want to pick it up. Sorry, okay, so this is what happened. I left click. Okay. No! I left click immediately this time. I wanted to answer, because right click puts stuff away, so maybe right click also answers this? Yeah. I know who this is! I'm sorry, but I'm woke. It's the breather! It's the first version of the breather! You know, the guy from Welcome to the Game. He's so cute. Have you seen how she drew him? Wow. Where did all his hair go? He's as bald as a goddamn egg. Anyway. Will he remember my voice? Will he say, hey, to me again? Did time already ruin our moments? Brrr. That's the phone, if you can tell it. I could call him 1,000 times and more just to hear him say, hello. I enjoyed just feeling his presence on the other side. Hey. Hi. I even enjoyed imagining him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. Okay, this is getting slightly creepy. Who's that in the window? Oh. Who did that? I swear to God, if it's one of you pranksters over there in the crowd doing this to spook me out. Can I close this? I can't. I can. Oh, never say you can't. By the way, did somebody put a paper over my secret dirty little diary? August 21st, 2006. That is a death outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of a new school and a new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the Queen of Waywright Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looked like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know, there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wainwright even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary, my only true friend. Love, Sam. Okay, I'm a little confused. Isn't this the Huh. Okay, I'm not confused anymore. The power of reason. But yeah, who was that at the window? I don't know. A little creepy if you ask me. I wish I could sneak into people's minds, looking beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Can you guys be quiet? Because it's either noises from the game or you guys are making sounds on purpose to spook me out. Anyway, stranger, friend, special someone, and of course Yandere. Heartbroken, I guess. I think I see a heart in there. Excuse me? Hold up a second, something ain't right. Was this ladder always here? Okay, everything is alright now. See? All you gotta do is just get up and check around. Did the page change just now? Yeah, life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Leslie poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Leslie always told us, poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red, like fire. But before his spirit can soar first, he must answer the door. Okay. I misread. Did your head knock on it? Like, what happened? Knock, knock. Okay, who's there? Come on, let's get this silly joke out of the way. Can I look through the peephole? What kind of a peephole is that? I can see my own reflection of my mind. It's very dark. Like my heart. Why is everything so resembling of my heart? I had enough of it. Back to reading the diary, guys. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy's classic CF something. She's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view triggered an obvious backbite, I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. I'm Stacy. I'm pretty. Sadly, coping with her bitchness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated faces she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wainwright. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of a 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. If not for you, for Mom. Oh, we get also a cleaner version of the note. Well, you know I have sometimes struggles reading notes, but if I'll need a cleaner version, I know what to do now. Hey. Hold up a second. Yeah, the door ain't open. And the only hey that I can hear is the same hey the dude from Spider-Verse says to the girl. Just put a hand on her shoulder and is like, hey. Other Wainwright kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open, even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut, and so beautifully painted. Oh god, look at that! Jeez, that's a bit creepy. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me, enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never, ever. That's very, very cute. Hey. This is not the sound I'll hear when I see a small figure midget coming to me from the darkness. In fact, I would be very scared if I saw that emerging from the darkness. Could be behind me right now. Nope. Okay. Back to reading the book that I was reading. Hey. The closer it gets, the louder the hey gets. Hey. Who did that? Some prankster? You think this is a prank? Listen, I'm about to destroy someone's career. Okay. This ain't funny. I was in the middle of reading that diary, you know. What am I supposed to do? Oh! Of course, I knew that. Listen, this diary is gonna get read if it's the last thing that I do. Still can interact with it, huh? Listen, I cannot read if I can't interact with it. Just give me the option. Oh, there is a note there. That's why. August 24th, 2006. My first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for my mystery horror genre. Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wainwright will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class to escape from choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekends, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded part of town. It does feel too quiet with one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of a demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, it just improvise in the morning. Write you later. Love, Sam. Okay, Sam. Just gonna sit in the darkness and read my diary. Nothing bad gonna happen. B was already pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wainwright could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggering something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache. A good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me the hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Hey. I think I heard somewhere that being next to someone you love kinda acts as a natural painkiller. I wonder how true that is. Hey. I'm sorry, guys. Let me... Hi. Huh, that's interesting. Look at that. The hey is within this thin. So it's taken from right below. Oh, wait, no, it does. Oh, okay, I was supposed to take it out. That's... Ooh. Hi, hey, who, hey, who. Okay, let me just, let me just put it over you. There's another note. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wainwright intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library today, and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. And two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library. Maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed a little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lansley's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle tattoos all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she dependent on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. In the meantime, I would be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. We, too, cool for books. Ain't nobody too cool for books. I'm reading books. Open those eyes, no need for words. The sweetest love songs, those eyes utters. So turn around and sing for me. Oh no, I'm allergic to paranormal stuff. I was just about to sneeze. It's pointed at... No, it's actually pointing towards there. Is that a stick? No, I wasn't actually picking up a stick. Oh god, that image is gonna be published all over social media now. Why would I hold a dirty stick? Put it down. This joke ain't funny. Taking pictures of random people picking up sticks. September 4th, 2006. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's butt wandering around in a library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick up the book for Miss Lansley's assignment. Almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. Woe is me. Hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. Okay. On we go. I miss him. Even when I'm with him. I see him. Even when he's not looking. That's under the bed. Boo! I scared you. I'm sorry. Okay. My little fun is over. Wait, there was nothing under the bed. Are you kidding me? I need a stick to figure out what's under that bed. Oh, it's a little note. September 7th, 2006. It was Mr. Cade's ninth psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I couldn't hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it rearranging the perspective towards oneself, blah blah. Wow, like I really needed to reevaluate my stupid self. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain prompts want to excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain, stupid handsome face. Wait, that face over there, that looked like Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh. Whatever that was so cute. It takes a lot more than that to scare me, so in my standards, that's very cute. Back to reading. As the time we spent together grew longer, one caption kept on growing with me. What does the me in Brian's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. Will other thinks that I pick up the pen? Okay, so I don't actually get to answer these. She answers on her own accord. So don't get mad at me for whatever she's about to circle. 1. Do not overthink. Oh wait, no, I do get. Okay, never mind. Last time it didn't let me kind of choose, so I thought it's not gonna let me choose again. Would never lie to my friends. Yes, I would never lie. Do not overthink. I definitely overthink. Oh, will other thinks that I... Can I change my answer? Would never lie to my friends. I guess... Sure. Do not overthink. I don't know. Never use others for my personal gains. Of course not. What do I look like? A skunk? Well, others thinks that I won't betray anyone close to me. That's right. Never act on an impulse. That's wrong. I will always act on an impulse. Don't run away from my responsibilities. Is this... This is about Sonic the Hedgehog, ain't it? Because he runs away from his responsibilities all the time. Marriage? No way! And runs away as fast as he can. Think about it. Am I fucking freak? Of course not. I saw that. The pencil changed to a syringe. I don't really get the impression she takes drugs. The syringe probably means something else. Did she hurt somebody? I don't know. Did she hurt herself? I guess we better read. September 11th, 2006. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get to the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's work. I'm reading. I have it right now. Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started, because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh, God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later, at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. What? These books are bestsellers, are you kidding me? I have it. It's actually on this desk. And then I have Misery, which is on that desk over there. And I also have Under the Dome. Like, come on. Stephen King is bae. What is this talking about? Weirdo? Are you saying Stephen King is a weirdo? No way. Get out of here. Anyway, back to reading the damn dirty diary. What I did for Brian. All of them because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? My nerves were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But Brian didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. What does she mean by that? What could she have done? I was the only one that truly cared is highlighted as well. What does she mean by that? Did she actually kill somebody? I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poem-ish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as Brian does. This is a bit obsessive now. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, Brian. Let's go back to our small world, where I placed all my love at everywhere my hearts at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. Fire station, Joe's Diner, park, gym, arcade, bookstore, salmon, music story, and donut shop. And Calton Hill, of course. There's one drawer that is locked with a key. I can't find it. Our world. What would that be? Wait, let's go back. Oh. But I know he's not coming back. I will never hear that, hey, ever again. I will never know what's behind his door locked tight with smiles, because I gave him my key and B didn't. Oh, the key doesn't go here? Give me the key. Give it. Hearts. Pen. With a big old epic on it. And a note. September 16th, 2006. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere. Again. He said, "Hey," and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world's famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. Teeming. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place too. Unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out of the window, I could see the weird gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Ryan never revealed that it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Calton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? That's nice. That's very, very nice. Alright. So now we take the hearts and we put them one... No, not the arcade. Are you kidding me? Never. Never. Joe's Diner. And bookstore. Right. There you go. Where I place my... Let's go. Where I place my 3 hearts is everywhere you loved. Everywhere he loved. Excuse me. So that was the donut shop. There you go. Broken memories. Broken heart. Broken neck. What happened? Well, we're still back to the same point we were. All the notes on the board seems to be intact. But my freaking neck doesn't. Did I choose the wrong one? I think I did. There is nothing here to read between the text. There is no hidden place that he secretly loves. There is a hidden heart. Oh my god, don't tell me. I knew that. Of course I knew that. Anyway. Joe's Diner. Donut shop. And the hill, right? Of course I knew that. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. B never shut up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. Do you mean the donut's warmth and sweetness? I need it. I need to eat it up. Excuse me? Wait, no. Excuse me. I need to feel its warmth. Well, this is, Oh! Of course. Man, I'm so good at puzzles. Yeah, I don't know how to use a microwave. I have one at home, but I have no clue how to use one. Anyway, September 25th, 2006. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an assload of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get the ego checked out, because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at the opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian watch out for Sam Hot, the rising teenage stalker, bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase. Seems like a good idea now. As I promised myself to stay away from stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on, and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. Okay, close that. Don't be irresponsible. There you go, just... Now, what's under my bed? I would like to look at it. Back to reading. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him, just so we could chat. But I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say, "Hello?" That was as far as our late-night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. Colored red as well. What is that? So fucking red. That's a nice heart. Red everywhere. Sam plus Brian. Sam plus Brian. So many Sam plus B's. This feels like an equation. Finish what you started. How do I do that? What did I start? Whoa, whoa, what am I doing with this pen? Should I? I definitely missed that. Who was that? There was somebody over there. I mean, there's nothing bad in showing a little bit of affection towards someone. I say you guys are blowing it out of proportion, and this is just how love is. Still can't flip it, huh? What's the deal? Oh, there was another one here. Give me that. Got it all wrong. Can you close the window? Well, Guess I'm gonna have to wet this diary. No. Still gotta finish what I started, huh? Oh. This is gonna be... a bit hard to pull off. Because I don't have much space for my mouse. Okay, I got it. I still got it. God damn, I have so little space for my mouse. That lamp! It betrayed me. Where am I now? Wow, Joe's Diner looks better than ever. Or is this the hill that Brian was talking about? The so-called hill. There is something over there. Let's check it out. Sam, meet me at Calton Hill. You know where to find me. Why was the note a stick? What if Brian didn't go away? What if it wasn't Brian who invited me? The note says that it's from Brian. Are you saying that I killed Brian? Why else would it be a stick? September 28th, 2006. Due date for Miss Leslie book report is right around the corner and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story. But for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mangold itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend, Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be to finish the report with enough time for a revise. A+. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignment. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices, so he can bring trophies to our beloved school. It's safe to say I'm part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for a personal reason, right? I thought... You're not the type of gal to do something for a personal gain. Lying? Doing stuff for personal gain? I lied on that test. On this own personality test of mine. Well, anyway, I didn't exactly lie, because it was what my friends think of me, not what I think of me. Or what I do. It's not reality. I wanted to read Brian like a book. Peeps into his beautiful head. And then there's me. Yep, that creepy hand is me. Is Sam. Filled with the desires I had to secretly incubate. I'll take it. I need this. You. Me what? Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Okay, so this is the point where it's getting a bit... I thought there's somebody to the left. This is a point where it gets a bit toxic. This is toxic. Please don't look away. Did I say toxic? I mean psychotic. What the hell? What do you mean don't look away? Okay. Don't look away. Don't look away. She's really trying to take me away and I don't have a lot of mouse space. Did I do it? Turn on the light. I can't see it. Damn it. My lamp is destroyed. I forgot I did drop it on the floor. I can't get off the chair. October 4th, 2006. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this is the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I'd prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sorta rude of me to not be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. An Omega hanging out with an Alpha. Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Lex staring into closed eyes. I could never know if Brian knew. I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? I started to think the only way to get Brian's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about Brian without any noise getting in the way. I still could have had some peace with Brian despite all the shit I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. The smile as if their relationships with Brian mean much more than the one I have with Brian. And yet, I was the one left with a heartbroken when he left Rosen Peak. Brian was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. Brian needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. He can't just shake up my whole world and leave. October 7th, 2006. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy happy and cute words. Oh, cute. His words, not mine. Real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You've reached a new low in life. Shit, is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said that maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout, since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow, I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not hangover. Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life. Police says Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wayride Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation and Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. Rosen Peak Police says the fall did not kill Sam instantly. Hold on a second. It is possible she grasps for air through her broken neck before dying. Wayride Academy now faces a suspicion of neglecting its student, led by the mother of... So she was still alive after the fall. I'm putting one and one together. Her fall, not dying, and a stick. I wonder if Brian finished her off, in a way. Now you would say this would be discovered as a blunt hit, right? You would be able to see it, some bruises. But at the same time, her body was missing for 6 days and there were heavy rains. That kind of subsides evidence. It just kind of, like, you know, the skin gets swollen and stuff. So where am I now? Who am I and what am I reading? I heard somebody at the door. It's darkness. Nope. It's a bathroom stall. What does that mean? Why do I get the feeling I know exactly what happened? Okay, there is Sam. And I'm walking towards her as Brian. Are you saying Brian pushed her? October 8th, 2006. Oh my god, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The house that Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town. The whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it is quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you are careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosenpick is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of his hell's view back with me. There is a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Brian's secret hideout, a closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All the life's problem. Colton Hill, our sanctuary. So they're kind of away from the problems. I wish it could be our special place, ours and only ours. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave, even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosenpeak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Why is there syringes over there? I just noticed... What is all... What picture... What now? Okay. You don't deserve a face. October 10th, 2006. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking... What? The game is still running. My mouse moving it all around doesn't reveal anything. I guess we wait. Oh. What are these pictures? Who's taking them? What's in the bath? Found my camera. Time 0 1 step. Hope you remember how to take a picture. Anyway, I would like to read the note. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingled, mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sorta like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes to the jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it actually is kinda cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person is he like? Does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I could tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Let's go towards the board and put the note away. Now, why would I need to take pictures? Because the light is off. What would I take a picture of? Let's first of all read. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosenpeak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. Don't leave me. Oh, god damn, that creeped me out. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece. No matter how I try. Oh god. I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? Take a quick survey. Yes, I am. One must take as much as one gives. Yes. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No one can have what you can't. Brian never loved you. I just noticed both options are no. Because you are a selfish little shit. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Your survey results, it looked like your eyes are still closed. It's like listening to your own voice only. Keep listening then. Maybe you'll understand something this time. Thank you for taking the survey. Well, I can't hear the whispers. They ain't saying that much. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole of town I left a disgusting crack on my heart. And it's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. What gap? Can I go back to reading? I can't go back to reading the book anymore. Let's read again. Maybe I'll find something. Oh, wait. Oh! Sorry, I didn't notice the note. October 13th, 2006. Miss Lazy gave us an essay poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classic as long as we stick to the ABCB pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here is a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. Aww. Call me Sam Spear, or is it Hot Sphere? Shut up. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've declared to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I decided not to ignore this hunch. Yeah, not to ignore this hunch. When I ran out of places to run, I had only one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. Okay. Let's start looking for them. So... where would they be? Found one. I got a picture. It's a picture... Am I stalking him? I'm stalking him. I cherish your smile. He's just going back home. Are you kidding me? In the dark. Okay, turn off the light then. I got another picture. Be my endless sun ray. He's in the bathroom! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's the... Oh my god, Sam. Where is that? What is that? Where is that? I indulge your gaze. Sure. Alright, one final memory. Oh my god, these eyes are creeping me out. I'll just go... Maybe the floor? The ceiling, maybe. Yeah, the ceiling. I found it. Okay. Keep me forever warm. You're just taking a picture from his damn window. If Brian leaves you, it's only because he sees these photos. Oh, there is a right way of putting them. My bad. Keep me forever warm. I indulge your gaze. How do I know which one is first, though? I cherish your smile. Be my endless sun ray sounds like the last thing. Keep me warm, be my endless sun ray. There you go, I think this is right. I indulge your gaze. I cherish your smile. Keep me forever warm. Be my endless sun rays. I cherish your smile. I indulge your gaze. Keep me forever warm. Be my endless sun rays. Here you go. October 20th, 2006. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teacher here don't give their poor students a break just because a test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need to talk to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is frickin' Stacy Lannings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has a Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive, jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of his poison he does not deserve. Who is it? Every single time. Oh, I'm looking into myself now. I can't use my camera. Saved by the bell. I just realized. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I just realized this is Sam calling to Brian. And not saying anything. That explains it. Because she said she called Brian. And he's like, hello? But he doesn't hear anybody on the other end. I wake up without waking up. Are you kidding me? Same rainy night. My lifeless room. Holy crap! I'm actually scared. She's so obsessed. And I can only hear her breathing. She described that as well in the notes. Endless nightmare. Wait, I'll read it. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night. My lifeless room. Endless nightmare. I can't skip that. Something about the bed? No. Do I gotta keep answering the phone calls? You either breathe weirdly it's coming from the bathroom. There was somebody over there. Top left. Don't tell me this is the picture I took of Green Heart University. Discover your potential with your early admission program. We aren't waiting for any hardworking and career-driven individuals. Apply now. What the fuck are you smiling at? Oh, she said it to her. Can I juke him? Oh no. Yeah, he failed that. I was supposed to say close to the stall. I was right. Okay, look at that. Let's try and get again to the stall. Come on, open up. Oh my god. I need to play with her until the stall's open. I need to also stay very aware of the location I am. So look at this. You stay like this. Open up, please. I think I got in. I can't use the camera no more. This is for Brian. Don't pussy out. Push. Push the shutter. What are you doing? I was in the fucking ventilation taking a picture of Brian in the bathroom. You know that's illegal, right? You know Dr. Disrespect got banned for this. Um, why am I focusing on that animation? My only guess would be that I have to paint red over it, considering it's lacking the red color of the lips. Because it does seem to act as a lock. Let's see if I can find my way out of here. No, I can't. What does it say? You are nothing but trash. Trash. You belong here. There's something in the trash. I got it. Where did the note go? I'm really weirded out. I have a feeling like taking a picture of Brian is not the only thing she did at the toilet. Quickly, quickly. Open the door! Open the door! Oh my gosh, that was so stressful. Fully composed is the name of the game, guys. Now this note, what does it say? October 23rd, 2006. There was a consulting session for Green Heart University student program. They called it GUSP. Lol, what the F? At the gym today, I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran for my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yup, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls too. Whoever drew them must be very insecure about their relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the walls too, because seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosenpeak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully I'll wake up next week. The board is fully finished almost. 3 more. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope looking forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star. I was still his friend. When you live in Rosenpeak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin Brian's and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward, but I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Her. You and her. Excuse me? Okay. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I have to feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me? Like someone's always trying to judge me. What's that? How did the invite go? She in or not? This is a conversation with Stacy. Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to a party like this. Sweet, time to give her drama she wants so bad. Oh no. They're planning on humiliating her in the party. I've seen that one a miles away. Have you read Stephen King's... I forgot her name. Oh. The window changed to eyes. Closed eyes. Another note. November 2nd, 2006. I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like a crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She stuttered towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Wow, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He wasn't talking to me much recently. He even looked somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short asking if I called him last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? By the way, I did remember the name of the book. It's called Carrie. You should give it a read. It's kind of interesting. It's a similar situation. Kind of similar, anyway. It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else, even to Brian. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings from Brian. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting uneasy social praise slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish game. The diary had no special meaning to me, not until I read about how Ryan took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider. That moment, I got tired of doing nothing. I know I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be an easy spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of her, of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. It could have been so simple, only if Brian didn't get in the way. So we're not reading Sam's diary anymore, right? What was that sound? Anyway. Bummer. Was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drink ass. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. Got an idea. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds fun. But how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading her diary once in a while. They took pictures of the diary and showed it to everyone, right? We eat hammers for breakfast and drink their tears to wash them down. Golems. Something wrong with this clock. Clock's over. Is Brian upset about something? Oh my gosh. What the heck are you smiling at? November 6th, 2006. This is what is I don't even know how to describe. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there was dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, and then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him, but the doors started spinning and people started whispering, like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. BBBB kept saying nothing was going on between them. Lies, but I was so too cracked in the head to believe everything was fine. How could you lie? In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. God damn, look at that. She wanted drama. She didn't deserve shit. She doesn't get to barge into our lives and start disrespecting what I barely coped with. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into other secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Calton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned it into a fucking nothing. How could Brian do this to me? To us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. Did something just appear in the paper? Just now? Oh. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote in her diary. At the same time, I felt something, a reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're giving up now? Forget it. Please, babe, maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. Huh. So you're saying the top name is not Stacy, but it's actually Kyle? I mean, it's just my phone, like it says Stacy and I'm talking to Kyle? That would explain why they were fighting. Usually when you speak to somebody, the name of who you're speaking to would appear. But then again, Stacy appears in gray, and the text I sent also appear in gray. So I think on this occasion, it actually says who this phone belongs to. Please, babe, maybe Brian doesn't even like... Oh, no, never mind. This is Stacy, and the messages from the other dude actually appear as gray. I said forget it. November 7th, 2006. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving hard drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of his mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled S and B. And what, just because the initials are Sam and Brian, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what even crazier words are on the streets? Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again, so far from home, and so soon. Brian, please say something. Brenda Johns. Oh my god, how could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teenage girls, that's bye-bye word for me, lol. Then I remembered, she wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and suddenly listens to his voice. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. And there goes the image of Sam. A needy city girl with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was never easy. I once almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom, but I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him, and in the end, I got what I wanted. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that Brian was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Should I hide? Let me just hide here. How many hiding spots is there? Just gonna stand here. Maybe you can run. Maybe you can run forever. Maybe you'll be able to leave again. Where do I go from here? I don't know. I don't have much time. I can't see the next point to go to. I can't see. Oh! Finally, move on. Well, just kidding, you're gonna die. Wait, I wanna read that. I'm done watching you get away with this shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? That you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part of you drawing those retarded hearts all over school. Hope you enjoy your little happy life now that there is no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at that college poster. What did you like the girl in the poster too? Is it why you tore her face off? You need help, and don't bother calling me Stacy. So finally, Stacy's taken a stance. Okay, so it was Stacy and some girl. We don't know who that girl is. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, Brian, don't do this. Text me back. Please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me, he would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So freaking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. I told you the note was not written by Brian. There's something over there. We were playing as Kyle? Must get rid of it. How do I get to the stick? October 20th, 2006. Brian was... I can't read it. Don't tell me he's getting away with this! No fucking way! What am I supposed to do? I thought Stacy was speaking with Kyle. It was actually Kyle speaking with Stacy. Because it didn't make sense to me that a man is the one behind this. You'd think some... Because Kyle is her boyfriend. We already know he's a guy. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did. Did I? But does it matter now? Did any of it what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to the university. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his anxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't really want to. But every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of impending doom. They were all saying, haha, see, you're gonna die alone here. Maybe I knew. I knew that Brian took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon, anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up from what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Leslie once told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on Earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in. No one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I am the victim of everything that happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? Fuck it. I'm not giving up on the only thing that's left for me. Nothing's my fault. I'm not... I can't do anything. I'm stuck in this position. Yeah, there's something there. Oh, there was a lighter there. I think we're going towards the door. It will never end. Wow, dude. A game by Yoon Choi. Wow. So in the end, Kyle keeps getting hunted by Sam. That's why we keep seeing Sam all the time. He's so full of guilt. And rightly so. What a I really enjoyed this. The storytelling in this was amazing. It was somewhat similar to Stories Untold in a sense of just like, you know, you're reading a story, the story is happening, and like everything around you changes to resemble stuff within the story and really kind of immerse you in it. All the actions and everything. At first I thought Sam is a city nerdy girl that is coming to this new place after whatever happened in her last place. And, you know, she's getting attached with Brian. And over time she becomes obsessive. But she's not. She's not the obsessive person. The obsessive person was Kyle all along. Like, that's why I was so confused. I just couldn't imagine Kyle doing it. Doing any of this. Kyle loved Brian, and he couldn't bear seeing him with someone else. What a freaking good game, man. Amazing storytelling. I enjoyed this so much. We were sitting in a single room the entire time and reading a book. It was a lot better than a lot of the other horror games that I played. That was so good. I really, really enjoyed that. God damn it. I'm so happy I played this. Again, like, I don't know when was the last time we played a game with such an amazing storytelling aspect. Man, I'm so happy I played this. And I'm so happy if you actually stuck around throughout the entire video, because this is a pretty long video. So thank you for sticking around. I'm trying a new thing where I just upload the entire thing, so you don't have to wait for any part. You can just watch this, or just watch, leave in the middle, and come back, because YouTube automatically bookmarked the video for you when you stopped watching. And this feels great doing in one sitting. What an amazing game, dude. I'm gonna keep an eye out on this developer. Of course, a link in the description if you want to buy the game for yourself. And also, I'm gonna remind you that if you would like to support my videos so I can to make these kind of videos possible, the longer ones, supporting my Patreon is a really good way. So there is a card info on the top right corner of the screen. Check it out. And also a link in the description to take you to my Patreon page if you're interested in supporting the channel. Whatever you end up supporting with will truly support my video. So I would appreciate anything. Thank you guys so much. Man, I'm so happy I recorded this video. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys had a good time. And I hope you guys enjoy this game. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Oh man, what a freaking game.